Hello and welcome to the DGFX GT Open Round 4 at Watkins, Glen in upstate New York. Today we've got a nice grid for you. We've got the BMW Z4 GT3 cars. It's the newest car in iRacing, so you might see a few of those today. These are GT3 spec only cars. We put this to a vote, and so there's no weight balancing. These cars are just racing head to head. And let's see, we've got Hellenic Racing Team out front. They've qualified first, second, and third. Behind them is LaMarche 3 Wide Motorsports. At Pool, Dexter Castro is behind them. Today with me, I forgot to introduce, is Andrew Allen. How are you doing, Andrew?
Hey, doing well.
And also Ed Voras. How are you doing, Ed? Voras. Ed Voras.
Yeah, I'm doing good, guys. Glad to be here.
Alright, sorry about that little that pause. I had a momentary brain lapse. But the pace car's
That's
coming
what we
around.
call it.
Yeah.
It's technical issues, right?
No. Totally organic issues. Alright, the pace car's in. Let's see let's see him get underway.
Looks like everybody came out of the start with those first three grid positions locked in. Sorry, HR racing.
Yeah, I'm currently looking off the back of Kazantas, who's got the pole position, and you can just see the draft. Looks like his teammate's going to give him a little bit of room.
Looks like everybody's keeping it nice and clean and orderly on this first lap.
Yeah, I was going to ask you guys, I wasn't able to make this race, and this was set to realistic weather. So how were the track conditions today?
It was pretty good. I mean, as you can see, it was pretty sunny out. Track things were pretty normal for a typical sunny, like 70, 80 degree day. So there weren't any surprises.
Didn't feel greasy at places. Any trouble spots that these guys are probably going to want to watch out for?
I mean, I would say probably the bus stop, and also the corner we're going through right now, that kind of slow left-hander.
I believe that's the penultimate corner, if I'm not mistaken.
The third to last corner, I believe.
It's after coming out of the boot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the grip levels actually felt pretty high today.
It looks like...
Yeah, I think that the confidence that people are going to have into the bus stop might actually play against them. Really one line in there, and as soon as you take too much curve, it became over.
Yeah, I was going to mention, it looked like Hellenic Racing Team, which is your current top 3 cars, all running those blue and black liveries there, they switched. We were speaking in the last round at Long Beach about how the new car is going to... And we've got... Who was that? Sorry to interrupt. Someone just spun off. Yeah, third place. Hellenic Racing. Oh man, unfortunate. Let me get back to our leaders here. Go ahead.
I believe that was Manolis that went off.
Probably what, lap number 2 or something?
And he was our pole sitter, if I'm not mistaken. No, sorry. He was qualified third.
He was still in third when he went out. what I was going to say is, though, we were talking about, people, whether they were going to stick with the same car, is there familiarity there and comfort, or if they were going to switch to the new car or switch around cars because there was an open re-enrollment period. It looks like the whole team, Hellenic Racing team, switched to the BMW, and I wondered if that's so they could work together in developing setups.
Oh yeah, I mean that's definitely a smart move if you're gonna play it that way. It's definitely if you're actively developing strategy, build strategy, you know, it's relatively similar. The identical chassis car.
Yeah, my camera just switched back to Sanchez Frey Racing Team. It looks like behind him is the whole of all the Torque Chicken entries there. Looks like
Yeah, not the greatest qualifying efforts. Out there on the grid. I think we're just hoping to a freight train out there. That's the fuel of us.
well, on a draft track like this, that might not be the end of the world, starting somewhere in the back. If you can hang on and just pick off positions.
Yeah, I think being in the points is the main thing. You want to get a good chunk of points for the team championship. So I think that's what we have in mind.
Yeah, you have to refresh me, because I see 3 cars, and I don't know, maybe someone's running the wrong paint scheme today, but I see Steve, and I see your green one, your green car, but between you two is the red and gray Torque Chicken livery.
Jason, I believe?
Oh, Jason Breifel was there. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, side by side with Julie Redmond and Jason. Or no, was that was Steve. Still side by side, going through the S's, leaving a lot of room, being cautious. Let's see how is Julie gonna give it up. Oh, she's gonna give up more than just one spot, it looks like.
I think all 3 of us were looking to get by there, but
Oh no!
closed the door.
Jason heavy into the wall. Yeah, it looks that's definitely gonna be some repair time for him. He's gonna have to use his quick repair.
Yeah, it looks like he just got loose and spun it into an outside wall there.
I think there may have been some contact, if I'm not mistaken. It looked a little bit like a touch and go situation.
Not from where I was sitting. Looked like he might have just got the rear end loose. However, it's on the replay, so we'll have another chance to see that. That may be the case. It didn't look to me, but I might have missed it. A lot of good battles going on right now. I'm following Ed Forrest and the Bad Cactus, Z4, trying to outrun Prelowitz, his teammate, in the orange machine right behind him. Were you guys working together, or?
Yeah, we were trying to. Trying to use that draft to help keep us up with the lead pack.
Well, looks like you're in, what, 8th position? Anywhere in the top 10 is some pretty decent points. Looks like Andrew Allen's looking to make the move that didn't happen last lap on Julie Redmond. Into the bus stop. Oh! That was scary.
Yeah, it was. Looks like he might need a change of shorts after that lap.
Well, this did happen in the past, and it's too bad that that's not the only bad thing that happened to him during this race. I'm gonna go ahead and hop on board with Poole, who is just always really impressive in his McLaren.
Yeah, that boy definitely knows how to wheel that McLaren, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's always, I mean, for that car, I mean, he's always leaps and bounds ahead of anyone else who's driving a McLaren. And he's got Dexter Castro behind him, who is his debut in the series. He's been registered the whole time, but the round 4 here, this is his first race. I know him personally to be very fast in the MX-5. So Dexter's not going to play nice for long. I have every notion that Dexter's got his eyes on a bigger spot than 5th place.
Oh, absolutely. He is definitely an aggressive driver.
We've got another
but he's
spin.
aggressive. Oh. Yeah, it looks like 2nd place just went off.
So Hellenic Racing goes from just podium sweep to now only holding 1st place. 1st is good, but that's unfortunate.
Boy, that bus stop's got it out for those guys today. That's two for 2 so far.
It's sad because you think about how many points they could have racked up. I think it's only the first 2 positions on your team score points. Is that correct, Tim?
Right, but that 3rd place would have blocked anybody else from getting those points for 3rd place. You know, that would have been a huge win for them.
Yeah.
I'll be down a little bit, honey. All right, I'm gonna go back to TV cams here, most exciting, and see what we're looking at. And it's Poole, still. Dexter going really wide out of turn 1, but you know, I don't know that necessarily really nets you any time doing that. It's nice to have the runoff there, though.
Well, it looks like, oh, go ahead, Andrew.
I was just going to say, running off wide off turn 1 just allows you to create more speed through that first corner, but then, you don't accelerate as quickly after. So,
Well, you gotta be careful coming back on, too.
And there it did it. Hellenic Racing just gives it up. Your new race leader, I believe, is Parafau. Frey Racing team? No, it's Poole and McLaren, followed by Parafau, followed by Dexter Castro.
Pass on the outside. Pretty slick.
Now we have a 1st through 4th pack that is just bumper to bumper.
And all 3 manufacturers represented in that pack.
Yeah. I did a few test laps in the rough here. I was really shocked at how difficult it was for me. This is a relatively easy track when I think of it in terms, you know, compared to other tracks. And I was really kind of floored at how, at least for me, how difficult it was to even just make a few clean laps in the rough. And I don't know if that's different, if something changed, but that speaks to Zach Montero. It speaks to his driving ability.
Yeah, and you mentioned something changed. Well, they did revamp the physics of that car when the BMW came out, and this is our first official race since then. So
Oh, we got a pass for the
Ooh.
lead.
No, there's a
Oh,
bump.
and they touched, and Poole went off.
Oh, and Parafau goes off, and that's going to be a slowdown?
I believe so. Looks like Dexter Castro's taking the lead.
Oh, okay. Debut race, and he's out front. Well, good on him.
saw the opportunity and made the most of it, that's for sure.
Oh, and Parafoul looks like,
See Parafoul
yeah, into the wall, and he's got front end damage now.
heavy into the wall.
And just getting overtaken by the Torque Chicken and Redmond back there.
It's definitely exciting racing.
Yeah, the top two have a fairly good-sized gap building up now.
You know what surprises me is that we've seen, what, at least 5 people go off and basically have their races ruined from mistakes. I mean, that's a large number considering we had, what,
21.
18, 9?
Well, 21 registered.
Yeah,
I don't know how many took the grid.
I think 19 took the grid. So this isn't a track that you usually think of being a track of attrition. It's really interesting.
That's true, but you know, with the level of competition that's here and the the closeness in the racing, I think that can get inside of your head.
Yeah, NASCAR.
Yeah, I mean, you're just thinking, I can't slow down too much here. They'll just overtake me in the next long straight, so everyone's probably just trying to just maintain every tenth,
So nice battle going on back here between 9th and 12th guys.
You look.
Being led by Andrew Allen.
Alright, let's see here. Oh yeah. Teammate Steve Smuts, just behind him. They got a spin in front. Looks like that was Sanchez, and he is underway without damage, luckily for him. Now, with Steve right there behind you, were you guys communicating at all?
Yeah, we definitely were. We were both on TeamSpeak, and we generally understood we had a similar pace. So, for this portion of the race, I was gonna
Follow the leader.
Run up front. Run up front, and he was gonna try to take advantage of the draft. And the plan was to swap at some point.
Who's up front of you there that you're trying to run down in 7th?
Let's see, that would be...
That's Ant Woodward of Fat Cactus.
Okay.
Yep.
Julian Redmond is under threat from Sanchez, we spun earlier. He is going to make the move into the bus stop. Oh, he backs out, gives room.
Couldn't quite do it.
That's scary. Yeah, that was bumpy. It's a good looking Rockstar car there. Yeah. So what do you guys predict for Mosport? I mean, is any car going to have a clear advantage, or?
I have driven the McLaren that was and it's really good. Back off the track. I think it's going to be similar. I know the Z4 runs well there. It's very balanced on almost all of these tracks. And as far as the rough goes, I'm not sure. I don't put a lot of time in that car, and with the changes, it seems a little bit less stable than usual. But I'm sure in expert hands, it'll be just as fast as the other two.
Yeah, I'm wondering if part of my problem with testing it was just poor setup, and inexperience.
Yeah, I ran the official series there earlier this season, and man, the Z4 is just amazing on that track. Actually, I believe I got a win on that track.
At Mosport, Canadian Tire?
Yeah. It drives fantastic. It fits that track really well. Actually, I'm not a big fan of Mossport, and but I really liked it in the Z4.
I've always liked it. I don't know, something about the once you get into the flow, it just has a nice rhythm.
Yeah, and I think that track is actually a fairly old track. It's got a lot of history to it. I know Formula One back in the day used to race there, I believe. And, I think they made a few changes for you know, safety, but you know, it's got quite a bit of dips and nice sweeping turns to it. It's kind of like a track feel. Flat new age racetracks with like tons of runoff.
And yeah, and that airplane is with the little S before it is, that'll throw you big time.
It'll be interesting there.
Looks like James Poole might be closing the gap to Montero and Dexter Castro.
Yeah, guys, I don't know if you mentioned it earlier, but actually Montero got around Dexter for the lead.
I didn't. I missed that. I figured the most exciting would include a pass for the lead, but maybe there was closer racing happening at that particular moment. I think Dexter's probably still got something for Montero there. Although I know Montero, Poole, those two have just been extraordinary every race. You can see Dexter getting a little loose through the inner loop there.
Yeah, I can guarantee you, though, Dexter won't give it up without a fight, that's for sure.
He's one of those guys who knows what it's like to race with top talent in the CESCS. That experience in this.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at some of the people that he does race against in the CESCS, you're talking about the highest ranked drivers in the MX-5, in the whole service. So I mean, that says something. You can just
You can almost see him reeling in, too.
yeah, but he might just be biding time too. But you can see Montero's lines real smooth. He's not taking a lot of liberties with curbing and off tracks or anything. He knows probably that he can't get away. He just has to focus on what's in front of him.
And it looks like Allen and Smuts have caught up to Woodward, too. Allen's putting some big pressure on the back of Woodward here, coming up the S's.
Yep, they've definitely got a train going. I'm no expert in the physics of aerodynamics, but I wonder if, the more cars you get in a pack that are drafting, if they can build each other's momentum. Or if it only works for the cars in back.
I think I was reading somewhere that it actually does help the cars as well.
Less drag.
I can't remember the exact.
Who was that back there? He just went into the wall. It's a Prey Racing team. Rough. It's like another one just bit the dust.
It looks like Sanchez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Sanchez. I think that's probably going to be this race well.
So what do we have there? We've got two bad cactus trying to hold off two torque chicken there. We're talking 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th right now. With Julie Redmond rounding out the top 10.
Yeah, and it looks like we're coming up on some lap traffic, too.
And we're just past the halfway point. I know what we're doing wrong with our teams there. You notice always the teams that are winning these races, they have like a number in their name, and we don't. So we need to rename our teams, you know, or put a hashtag number at the end or something. Do you know if Jason ever came back out to pick up some points after that early wreck in the loop?
No, I think he didn't, because he finishes 8 laps back of the leaders.
Okay. Well, that's good enough to get some points. As long as you do 50% of the laps the leader does, you will pick up points, and they all add up.
Yeah, I saw him come out for at least a couple of laps with a new hood on because he lost his hood in the wreck, and he was back out with a new hood a couple laps later. I don't know how long, if he's still out or not.
I believe he is.
Well, I mean, you get the one free quick repair, so he could have done a quick stop and go, although with the damage that he took and some of these other guys took, you know, driving back to the pits might not have been viable. And then having to wait for the tow puts you way back in the back. Andrew, right on the bumper of Woodward there.
Yeah, he's still out on track.
You can see these cars are all starting to bunch up a little bit now.
Yeah. Actually, Ed's drawing up on, who's that in front of Ed?
That's Phil
Carpenter.
And is he a lap back? Is he a lap down, or?
Yeah, he's a lap down. This was actually, he only had literally an hour or so in his car since it hit the service. He's been busy with other things and hasn't had much time to drive lately.
I know the feeling.
So we have one lap backpackers car. Now we have 2 more backpackers cars behind him. And then you have Torchic. So let's see how this pans out.
Ooh.
Oh, nice teamwork there by Carpenter.
Watch this. See how this comes.
Oh, touch. Oh no. That's not good.
Oh, it ends in tears.
That was not good.
Looks like
Well,
that was a
looks
mess.
like Steve Smuts made it through. And Redmond made it through.
The one Hellenic Racing team who's already having a bad day. Looked like he almost backed across into his teammate that was coming, but the shot switched away before I saw anything happen. I don't know. That was really unfortunate. And Dexter's making a move on Montero for the lead. He doesn't, but Poole, I don't know, he just finds the speed, and there he is, right behind Castro.
Yeah, he's just waiting for those 2 guys in front of him to take each other out or make a mistake, and he'll be right there to pounce.
And again, all 3 manufacturers represented on the podium right now. Looks like they're coming up on some lap traffic. And that would be the Frey Racing Team ref. Looks like he did get repaired. He's back out trying to pick up some points. Dexter looks like he has a little bit of damage on the driver's side rear quarter panel. Actually, it doesn't look too serious, but he definitely got some contact. Oh, Poole is just...
Oh. Wow, nice save by Castro.
Yeah, Poole is probably getting inside his head a little bit right now.
Well, and I saw Castro go off track just a little bit back there.
Saved it. Whoa!
And maybe picked up some dirt. Oh, well, there goes Poole spinning into turn 2.
Too wide in the braking.
Although,
That's what happens.
no contact. He lost a spot, but he's back underway. Nice save by him. He's still in the race. I mean, That could have been way worse for him.
Yeah, it looked like he just put a couple tires on the grass there and spun it right around.
That was, as Andrew would say, a harrowing experience. Prelowitz looks like he wants to take that spot from him. Probably a little disappointed that he wasn't a little more aggressive and squeeze him when he was coming back on. And look at that.
Oh, and
Gignac, I think,
Gignac
did he let him by?
loses
Or
it.
did he
No,
have a
he
loose
got
moment?
guys. Yeah, he barely saved it too. It was a good save. But man, this is a battle to watch here.
Yeah, no, Gignac's got some speed. Wonder if he's struggling with the physics changes or...
You know, I wonder if guys are starting to lose tires, because if they've got setups that are for the normal 30-minute races, tires may not last 45.
There's a lot of high-speed turns here, but you would think there's a lot of straightaways too that will allow them to cool off. 9 minutes.
Well, and remember on that rough, you have so much of the weight in the rear.
Once it starts to go, it's hard to bring it back in.
Looks like Castro's starting to push on Montero again. Into the bus stop. Here we go, guys.
Oh. Oh. Really loose. He's power sliding that Z4 through there on more than one occasion. And there, snapped again on him a little bit. Some really good battles in this race.
Yeah, absolutely.
You see on Dexter's car, there's a few little stickers giving shout-outs to our friends over at Global Sim Racing Channel. He's running the banner on the hood and under the rear wing. I noticed a stark lack of GSRC guys in this race this week. No Joe Peak, no Kevin Brown.
Yeah, part of that might be because of the large time lapse from the end of the first half of the season.
Yeah, another team missing too is turn 2. I don't think any of those guys are here this week
And
either.
Brian Strodbeck.
Steve Brown and Brian.
Yeah, and there's only one person from Black Adder showed up.
Travis Mim's not here either, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know if, again, we put it to a vote, and I'm not sure if it was the right decision, but people seem to want more GT3 spec racing, and there's Jason out again. People wanted the GT3 spec cars without the ballasting. It was almost a split vote, so maybe the guys that liked how we were weighting down the GT3 cars to race them against the Cadillac and the Ford were hoping that we would continue that, and maybe it left a bad taste in their mouth, and they've decided to not opt into the series. But the prizes are still there, and I mean there's still a selection of 3 great cars to drive. So hopefully we'll see those guys back in later races.
Yeah, and I think there is something definitely to be said about the battles that we've seen so far at this track, at least. These battles have been going on for quite a long time, you know, because all the cars are so similar. You know, before you might have the Cadillac blow past you on the straight, you know, and then you can't pass them again. So there's definitely pros and cons
Yeah.
to reducing it down.
I don't know if you caught it, but just behind Castro there, looks like our friend Poole has clawed his way back into the podium after that big off in turn 1.
Yeah, he's got pace. Poole has some pace, so I won't be necessarily surprised to see if he bridges the gap to the leaders, especially that they're battling it out so hard like they just are right now.
Yeah, well, I don't know if my clock's completely accurate on the counter here, but he's only got a few laps to make that happen. It's going to be a tall order, but regardless, a good job for him. He's definitely looking like the poster boy for a McLaren manufacturer's championship, maybe both, because he won it in the first 3-round half of the season. He's definitely looking like a strong contender for that in the second half too. Might discourage other people from driving the McLaren.
Yeah, definitely. He's really in a league of his own. I don't think there are many McLarens running in the series at the moment.
David Whammond is here this race, and he's in the McLaren still. I haven't seen much of him in this race. Well, check and see how he finished, but
Well, hopefully as things go on and the shiny newness of the Z4 kind of wears off, maybe guys will start moving back to the McLarens and the roughs and kind of even things out.
yeah, not even just in this series, you know, in iRacing service as a whole.
And Castro's pushing up on Montero again in the bus stop, but just can't make it.
Is this, you know, mental play though on him? Is he trying to force the mistake? You know, I wonder. The front of his car is filthy. Looking on the rear suspension of Montero here at Dexter. Try and get a good representation of how close he's getting in the braking zone over this next lap. That draft is just tractor beam. Oh, is he making the move? Oh, wow.
Yeah, he seems to always get a run up the hill on Montero, but just can't make it stick going into that bus stop. That's a tricky spot.
Yeah.
It's hard to make a pass.
You will lose, both cars will lose so much time if you go too wide through there.
Yeah, I generally make that a very, very last chance. Doesn't work very often.
Yeah, and there is no there's no real runoff there if you make a mistake. It's a lot of times the end of it. So you're going so fast there. Ooh. About a 2/10 of a second, 1/10 of a second gap right now.
is the closest Castro has been in the past, but few laps.
Yeah, and I think he's really pushing for it. He knows that he wants the podium, or he wants the win, and it's right there. He's just gotta figure out how to take it without throwing away what he's already got.
Let's see what happens as they go up the S's and into the bus stop here again. This could be interesting. Yeah, he's definitely getting an incredible run.
Yep, and looks like Montero's going defensive. Oh man, he can taste it.
Yeah, both these drivers are driving for all they're worth. It looks like Krelwitz has gotten past Gignac for fourth.
Oh. Oh, so it's not Poole? What happened to Poole? Oh, is Poole still in third?
Poole's in third.
Okay. Yeah, they're not too far behind Montero and Castor, really. Just a few seconds. Even after all the chaos of this race, I mean, they're still not too far back.
Yeah, like I think Andrew said, Poole's taking advantage of those two guys up front battling and using that to make some time up on them.
I mean, unless something happens, I don't think it's going to have quite the pace I was expecting, but you know, we're looking at about 3 laps left to go, including this lap here.
And he's got a podium in his pocket if he can stay clean, which we know he can do. He knows he can do it.
Well, here goes Castor. They're side by side going into the bus stop. Wisely, Castro backs off rather than trying to go too wide through there.
Yeah, this is the one to watch right here.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm surprised either one of them has any rubber left on their tires.
I'm impressed with the wheel and throttle control of Mr. Montero there. With I know the rough's a handful here for me anyway.
You know, when I watch Montero, you know, his inputs are so smooth, and I think that's what allows him to be so fast. You know, he's not jerking the wheel around. He knows every apex. I'm sure he's hitting each apex within an inch of what he did last lap. So.
And it just barely touches the rumble strip.
Second to last lap right here. Be getting the white flag next time around.
Well, I don't know about you, Andrew, but I was just like, where is that white flag? Hurry up, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, it is bouncing through there on the static cam view I just added.
Yeah, you know, this will be interesting because I think there's a few cars that are looking to pit. Actually, you know, they might have taken not enough fuel, and I think maybe in this last lap here we'll see them dipping into the pits. I'll have to keep an eye on
that. Oh, guys, Krelwitz and Gignac just got together. Unfortunately, Gignac did not win out on that one.
He's in 5th. I don't see a lot of damage Was it a heavy collision or just a tap and Gignac spins, or?
Nah, yeah, that's exactly what
That's
happened.
unfortunate.
Just caught it panning through.
Well, he's
Settle for 7.
Well, white flag's out. It's go time, and Castro doesn't have much time left if he's going to make a move on Montero.
Yep, and it looks like
Yeah, it looks like Montero gapped him a little bit too in the last few turns.
Yeah, for sure.
Voris is trying to run down Smuts too back there.
Oh, I can guarantee I was trying.
Well,
Yeah, and actually, Smuts
Oh!
over the radio said he was.
You got him on turn
Watch
1.
this.
Nope, side by side.
Oh,
Yeah,
and up front. Oh, wow. Castro makes the pass as Montero slips wide in the bus stop.
I'll have to go do a replay of that.
And Montero into the wall.
I just ran it back for the instant replay here. Oh no. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and Poole gets by him also. Oh, he's damaged. He's pulling over. Krelwitz is coming by for third.
And Montero
First,
too hot.
Just dropping down the order.
That's heartbreaking. Well, I'm out of sync right now with what you're watching, but I'm it's like watching Dex. Looks like he's gonna take his drive to the checkers there. Debut race.
Impressive race all in all.
Yeah, definitely. Here's a report on what we saw as far as field goes. Looks like. Looks like at least Julie Redmond went into pit on that last lap.
It looks like Prelowitz is gonna take. Nope, he was a lap down in 14th. I'm sorry about that. Does Gignac maintain third then?
No, I'm showing Prowitz actually took that spot in third.
Yeah, Krelwitz got third.
Okay, that's just my UI is wrong there. So, how does our top 10 look? I don't know if I have that.
Yeah, it's gonna be Dexter Castro taking the win. I think that's his inaugural win here.
It's his inaugural race and his inaugural win.
Oh, that's a great way to kick it off, I'd say. Poole coming back after that spin down in the braking zone at turn 1 for a second place.
Awesome on him.
Well done. We got Prowitz for, I believe it's Bad Cactus Racing in third.
Absolutely.
Takes the final podium spot.
Nice.
4th through 10th is going to be Gignac, Pinolis, Morris, Smuts, Pers, Fernandez, and Julie Redmond rounding out your top 10.
No, that was pretty good. I'll go ahead and wrap this up here real quick. We'll see everybody at round 5, Mossport, in 1 month's time. And I'll get the points and everything updated for this and post it up with internal review team deductions from Long Beach as well. And that's my cue. I gotta get going. My son is yelling at me. So for DGFX GT Open, I'm Tim Brokaw. With me
This is David Allen and Ed Boris. You all a very happy rest of the weekend, and see you next time.
I'll see you next time.
Yep, great race, guys.